Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Evermore Sol and I'll be just doing a quick collective message from the ancestors today. I am sure what it's going to be about, just feeling called to do a collective reading, so that's what I'm going to do. Feeling called to start with this first, so I'm going to go ahead and just shuffle for a few cards. I already had one that flew out. The first one is Ancestors speaking. I have a birthday or the day ascended coming up, pour libations for me. So maybe an ancestor's birthday, but the feeling I'm really getting is that the ancestors are at this time requesting an offering. I'm specifically hearing, especially with the new year coming in, we want to make sure we're going in this new year blessed. We also have dance ritual. We go into trance, feel spirit, express ourselves through motion, fast movement, and meditation. So the energy I'm picking up is heavy energy on connecting with the ancestors at this time. And before that card flew out, I just want to speak of how to really give thanks and offerings to the ancestors, of course, at all times, but especially before moving into this new year, just so we can start it off on the good foot, on a good note, with some good karma, some good energy going into the new year. The dance ritual to me is really speaking about taking time out of our day to really connect with them. And if for whatever reason you can't do it every day, life gets to you, because that happens, at least making sure you go ahead and dedicate at least one day out of the week towards them. We also have the Bokman, voodoo priest, leader of the Haitian Revolution, victory, triumph, spiritual warfare, major change, and peacemaker. And we also have the African mass spirit. Spirits are warning you to protect your energy, foundation, relationships, and success. So all of this to me is, and I hope I don't say this to speak of any fear into anyone. It just came through, and now I am a medium. I allow them to channel their messages through me. But what I just heard is get ready for spiritual warfare. And here is the thing. We're going to be moving, and I guess maybe this is a reading that's preparing us for 2022. But when you look at 2022, it brings you to the number 6. So 2021, 5, it's all about change. And to me, 2022, the number 6 is really all about victories. It's, if you went through all these challenges and these changes and the number year of 5, now it's time to be prepared to, celebrate. You've been putting in work throughout 2021. Now we're gearing up to take it to the next level. And by taking it to the next level, there's going to be, I'm hearing and seeing a lot of success. A lot of celebrations. I'm hearing launching of a new business, celebration with a wedding, pregnancy announcements. I see the year of 2022, the numerology year of 6. I see it being major success and major blessings for literally the collective. But what Spirit is really saying to me at this moment is they're saying, and they're coming through very, very clearly, with greater success, with greater victories, with greater blessings and things of this nature, you need to be prepared for some people to be very unhappy with you. And I know I say this a lot, but unfortunately it is true. There is always going to be people, regardless of how kind and generous you may be, regardless of how humble you may be, and things of that nature. There's always going to be at least one person who doesn't want to see you succeed, who doesn't want to see you happy, who doesn't want to see you, live life the best you can. Especially when we think the world we live in now that's not focused in on community or anything of that nature. The world we live in now, people are, I know we like to say toxic, but to me, it's not even that people are toxic. It seems that people are very, very bitter. It seems that people really, really don't like to see other people experience true joy, genuine happiness, especially when they're being 100% authentic to themselves. To me, the energy that's coming out is you have to be wary of a lot of people. You have to be wary of snakes in the grass. And not too long ago, I had this vision come to me as I was preparing for bed of like a black snake in the grass, and it was just waiting for the perfect moment to strike. 5 of Knives, as I say that. Look at this card. Also with this card, I'm getting the energy that you want to be mindful of the words that people are telling you. You want to be, with the Five of Swords, very, very mindful of what people are telling you. I'm seeing that some people may be saying some lies to get into your good graces, or saying some lies to know more about your interpersonal life so they can really swoop in there and muddle some things up. Again, the number 6 to me is coming through with celebration, just reasons to celebrate, because what I'm getting with the number 6, 5, all about change, number 6 coming in, speaking of, man, we've gone through so many changes, and now it's time to, we've completed quite a few things, and as these completions and these celebrations come through, the joy comes through, there's going to be a lot of happiness in our home and our domestic lives. Just a lot of internal happiness, that sense of contentment, that warm comfort feeling that flows in. And the Five of Knives, and just this other energy that the ancestors are telling us, be very, very mindful. Wear protective, if you are a black person, wear some protective mojo bags. If you're just anyone, wear protective amulets, take, of course, spiritual baths, light protection candles. I don't have my protection candles by me now, but, even take the time. You don't always have to buy from outside sources. I'm hearing to take the time to create things for yourself, like protection candles for yourself that are tailored to, what your ancestors convey to you, like what ingredients to use. We have the 6 of Sticks in reverse. Oh boy. So this makes perfect sense why the 6 of Sticks came through. So upright, of course, again, it's that celebration energy coming in and everything of that nature. Big news, spreading it, of course. 6 of Sticks in reverse, it's really speaking of, hey, that is amazing that you made this accomplishment. It would probably be best to keep it to yourself. Let your inner circle that you can completely trust know. Don't let anyone in to the secrets and to be able to pry into your life at this time. The major thing, sure, but like the certain things where like a lot of people just don't need to know. Like there are certain things that you can't really keep under wraps. You can't really keep I can't remember everything I said initially. Oh, the launch of a new business under wraps, because you have to advertise. You can't keep a marriage under the wraps, because obviously you need to invite people to your wedding. You can keep, I'm hearing, your pregnancy hidden for a while, but eventually people are going to find out, obviously. But certain things, there can be accomplishments that you have that people don't need to know. You may hit a milestone where you reached, I'm hearing you make $10,000 with your business in the first 2 weeks of launch. Or, as soon as you do get pregnant, maybe not announce it. Maybe go through that first trimester not telling anyone. It's just like being very, very mindful of what you, put out there and what you keep to yourselves. And I'm not surprised I'm seeing this in the reading, because, Spirit has been putting this message of just protection, silence, moving in silence. They've been speaking this message to me for such a long time now, like such a long time. And I know it's not just solely meant for me. It's meant to be shared, and probably why they, they're having me do this collective reading. We have the Son of Coins. So I see a lot in the year 2022. I do see a lot of people finally making the decision to launch their business, or launching, I'm hearing business specifically because I see a lot of people launching something with their brand that is going to provide them an extra source of income. Still thinking of the energy of the pandemic, but also with a new variant that is coming out, a lot of us are still very, very mindful of being able to have multiple sources of income that's not solely based on, what a employer can do for you. A lot of us are still thinking in terms of, we need to make sure that we are taken care of all times. The Big House, the Tower. So I see during the pandemic and during this year, there's a lot of major changes, and a lot of you are just thinking like, how can I make sure in the year of 2022 I am set no matter what happens? I know for myself, like I'm even like, I want to go ahead and build a garden. So, I don't know, just in case anything ever happens, with grocery stores or anything of that nature. You know, I may not have cows and chickens and everything, but at least I have, you know, some type of food source, you know what I mean? And it's just, I'm seeing with 2022, a lot of us being very, very focused on being self-sufficient. I see a lot of us being very, very focused on making sure, I'm hearing, our home, our inner domain is our safe haven. That's what's coming through very, very clearly. Making sure in the year of 2022 that our home is our safe haven. No matter what else is going on in the world, when we are home, we are safe, we are taken care of, we don't have no worries. No worries. Dr. Grant. I also want to speak, you see how he's cultivating the land? So some of you may be feeling called to create a garden as well. That may be something that's coming out for you all as well. I see that the start of 2022 with Dr. Grant, which is he's the Hermit card. So I'm seeing that possibly in December, the end of December, early January, being very, very, I'm hearing, not completely closed off to the world, but being very, very to yourself, because I'm seeing a lot of planning and preparation done, and seeing people making the notes in their books. You're like, this isn't even a New Year's resolution. This is a plan. This isn't a resolution. This isn't a goal. This is a plan of what I'm going to do and how I'm going to achieve it. I see you taking the time to just making sure you have everything thought out and having everything, I'm hearing, like, again, I'm really seeing the launch of a business, or, you know, just something like you're going to be like solidifying things. What do I need to do and what do I need to have to make this happen? That is what the end of 2021 and the beginning of 2022 is going to, and this is multiple cards, so I'm not going to take it, but that's going to be key for a lot of you, for a lot of us, because this reading, to me, I think it's also speaking to myself as well. Seven of Sticks in reverse. I actually like seeing this card in reverse, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like a lot of y'all are like, you know what, I'm not about to, and yeah, right, I'm putting it right next to the Five of Knives intuitively. I'm not about to fight or argue with nobody. There's no need, there's no point. All I need to do is focus on me. Everybody else, I'm seeing that literally, like, people are going to be trying to argue with you, trying to, like, you know, be that snake in the grass, and you're not even going to be bothered. You're going to be like, you can argue with yourself. Like, I see, like, people trying to ask you questions to get, like, some really, really personal details into your life, and you're just, like, blatantly ignoring them, like, just straight up ignoring them, not even trying to pretend to be nice. Because I see, even though she didn't stay out here, I did see Miss Ida flip out really quick. I see a lot of you are going to be seeing things clearly. You're going to be seeing people's intentions clearly. You're going to be seeing how, what spirit has planned for you very, very clearly. Wow, y'all. We have the neighbor. I'm trying to make sure y'all can see. If I can push it too close, I don't think it's going to auto-correct or autofocus. So the neighbor says increased visibility. Yo, I was talking about this earlier. Increased visibility can bring forth increased judgment and hitting feelings. Beware of gossip and astral spying. Again, with people like you having this increase in success in your domestic life, with your brand, with your business. And while that is a beautiful thing, because I'm seeing, you know, it's not all negative. I'm seeing you're going to be getting a lot of support. Again, you're going to be getting the extra money coming in, that extra domestic happiness. I'm hearing even for some of you when it comes to, you know, getting ready for marriage, you know, that love. Like, when you get engaged, it takes your relationship to the next level. And although I can't speak of marriage yet, you know, when you make that commitment to spend the rest of your life with, you know, somebody, and you're like, I don't want anybody else but you, there's a major shift in love in your relationship. So it's not all bad things. I don't want you thinking like this is completely negative reading. It is not. This is more so of just them really specifying, like, there's going to be all these beautiful things coming into your life. And because of that, the neighbor, a lot of people are going to be focused on what you're up to, what's going on, you know, how did you, multiple cards, not going to take them, but, you know, Oh, I kind of want to take them. I'm not, because if they're meant to be, they're going to back out. But you know, a lot of people are like, how'd you get what you get? Why do you have what you have? And how can I, how can I mess this up if need to? Because some people are just chaotic, like the Joker. Yo. They are coming through so clearly with this message. It says not everyone has to be your friend. Don't betray yourself with misplaced loyalties. Again, it's like, here's what's going on. This increase in abundance, this increase in happiness, this increase in self-sufficient, energy and all these different things. I'm saying a lot of you keeping it up, like keeping it like under wraps. Like, you're going to be making all these plans and nobody's going to have any idea about them. But you're planning, you're making them, and you're just going to be like, boom, I launched, or boom, we're about to get married, all these things, or boom, yeah, I'm pregnant. Oh yeah, boom, I did this, I did that. And people are like, man, damn, they did all that and look how beautiful their life is. I wonder if I can go mess with it, And I see some people are going to try to be in your face, all smiley and everything, but you're going to be all this energy. Think of it. You're going to be spiritually protected. You're going to have the blessings and protections of your ancestors. You're going to have wisdom bestowed onto you from them. This reading is also letting you know what's going to be going on at the beginning of, or at the end of 2021, beginning of 2022. And some people are going to try to squeeze their way into your life, try to take some of that good energy. I always like to call them, if you don't want to call them energy vampires, I literally just call them like moths to a flame, because that's what they are. They just eat away at everything and they're just drawn to your light and they're just kind of annoying. And you, being as amazing as you are, seeing things as clearly as you do, your ancestors letting you know things before they even happen, before they even step into your home, before they even step into your face, you already know their intention. Listen to your intuition, listen to your ancestors. Don't allow people to just jump into your life and they have no pure intentions. Yeah. Yemoya or Yemoja. It says the head of your spirit team is reaching out to you, feel their energy and heed their message. I just said that. You want to make sure that you're listening. You want to make sure that you are really taking what they're saying at face value. Don't ignore the messages that's coming through. And I'm asking also, even though I usually say, always make sure you check with your guides. Of course, check with your guides with this. With this reading, but this is not a reading to be ignored if it's resonating and you can feel it in your spirit that I'm speaking the truth. Because right now I already placed the intention, but I'm going to place it again that those who need to see this message is going to resonate with them, that it's meant for you. You will see it, and I leave and I trust God, the ancestors, and spirit to allow that to be true, to send this to who it needs to go to so they can be prepared. Make sure you listen. And this is the last thing I'm going to end it with. And it says, there's only one you. No one else can do what you do. With the launch of a business, and because I know I keep saying it, but y'all don't understand how heavy it is. And especially I keep thinking of the number 6. Like, I feel like there's going to be so many brand new businesses. Like, businesses are always coming out, yes, but a lot of people actually taking that leap of faith this year. There's only one you. No one else can do what you do the way you do it, because it's simply true. I'll use myself as an example. I am a tarot reader on YouTube. Do you know how many freaking tarot readers there are on YouTube? But you know what stands out to me, because I watch other tarot readers as well. I do enjoy tarot readings. I enjoy producing them. I enjoy watching them. I enjoy taking messages from other readers. But what stands out to me is this. No two tarot readers are exactly the same. It's impossible. Everyone has their own energy. Everyone has their own vibes. Everyone has their own, how can I explain it? Like their own, like what they pay attention to, what their reading's focused on. You know what I mean? Everyone has their own vibe, and everyone has their own, yeah, it's really like their intentions in their readings. Like, you can tell what kind of reader someone is and what their focus is on, just by watching them and watching them over time. So even though I'm doing something that is done by a lot of people and there's a lot of it out there, there's still no one that can be exactly like me, and I can't be exactly like another reader because, again, it's impossible. So keep that in mind. No matter if you want to do whatever business it is you want to do, no one can do it the same way. No one can have the ideas that you have. No one can have the packaging that you have. No one can have the customer service that you have, the relationship with your clientele that you have. No one can copy you because it's only one you. So I'm also hearing, don't be scared to do something that's already been done. And I think I saw the amazing thing. Instead of thinking that something is oversaturated, I can't remember where I saw this, but instead of thinking that something is oversaturated, think of it that it's a demand for it, you know? It's a demand for it. That's the way we should be thinking about things. If something is oversaturated where a lot of people are doing it, that means it's a demand for it. So with that being said, this is the reading. They just told me to do a collective one. I had no idea what was going to come out, but I'm so happy I listened to them because I know this is going to help a lot of people. It's going to resonate with a lot of people. You know, and if you want to, feel free to put a comment down when you see it, and then put a comment down in a few months and see if it resonates, see if it doesn't resonate, and anything of that nature. It's going to resonate, though. I'm just going to say it's going to resonate, but just see how things have changed from when you initially saw it to, you know, maybe check in February or March 2022 to see how well prepared you were. I see this energy is heavy at the start. It's gonna linger throughout, but I do see the energy is going to be changing around March, April, May. But the end of the year, beginning of the year, this is going to be the energy that's coming through. With that being said, if you know it resonates, or if you're watching it during the time that I specify, end of December, beginning of the new year, again, from any time from like January 2022 to like March or April, see the energy turning in May. Let me know if it resonates, and if it does, leave a comment down below, because the comments, they make me happy to read them, and also it lets me know if like my messages are actually helping people. I also want to say, if you would like to see more of the readings, after you've seen my energy and the kind of reader I am, feel free to subscribe and check me out over on Instagram and TikTok, because I do try to post daily over there. I also want to say thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you taking the time, especially if you made it this far. And if you did, I don't know, leave a star emoji or something so I know, because that really shows like you really took this message to heart. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I want you to have a beautiful day and a blessed life. Bye.